Okay, here's the first page for the Standards Guided Practice 8.1 and 8.4C. We're going to start here with number 1. Allison has $4 less than twice the amount Ben has. Which expression represents Allison's amount if Ben has M dollars? So what we're going to do here is we are going to take the information that is given to us and we're going to write it as an expression. All right, I'm going to highlight some certain things here that we need to know. Less than, that's very important. Remember, less than is a minus sign, and we need to switch. All right, less than means switch. If it were to say more than, we'd also need a switch. All right, and so we're going to switch $4, and we're also going to switch twice the amount. All right, so I'm going to put my minus sign here, and we have $4, and we have twice the amount, and I'm going to switch those two. I'm going to put twice the amount first, 2M. I'm going to put $4 second. All right, and if we look at our answer choices, it's definitely not A, it's not B, it's not C, it will be D. Okay, so the big one here is less than. Less than means minus, and it means we need to switch our two terms there. Okay, so we got 2M minus 4. All right, let me erase some of this so it's not in our way. And let's go ahead and skip. We're going to skip number 2 for now. We're going to go to number 3. Okay, number 3 says, which algebraic expression could be represented by the statement below? 5 times a number plus the quantity of the sum of a different number and 8. All right, so 5 times a number plus the quantity of the sum of a different number and 8. So let's look at the important pieces of information here. We have times, which means multiply. All right, we have plus the quantity of the sum. Okay, so sum means plus. We're going to add 2 things. All right, we're going to add a different number and 8. All right, so we have 5 times a number plus the quantity of the sum of a different number and 8. Okay, so 5 times a number, x, plus the quantity of the sum of a different number and 8. Remember, the sum means we need parentheses. All right, that's a big one. Remember parentheses here? And the 2 things we're going to add together is a different number and 8. So our first number was x, a different number, y, plus 8. Okay, so we had 5 times a number, it's 5x, plus the quantity of the sum, remember sum means parentheses, of a different number and 8. So that's going to be letter D. Okay, and I'm going to go down to number 4. The formula C equals 4M plus 5 calculates the cost of a cab ride, where C is the total cost of the cab ride and M is the number of miles the cab travels. Which equation correctly solves for the amount of miles a person could ride in a cab with a given amount of money? Okay, so they give us this formula here. C equals 4M plus 5. All right, that's the cost of a cab ride, where C is the total cost and M is the number of miles. Which equation correctly solves, okay, solves, that's a big word, for the amount of miles a person could ride in a cab within a given amount of money? Okay, so we have our equation here, and we want to solve for the amount of miles, which is M. All right, so we're just going to take C equals 4M plus 5. That's our equation. We're going to solve that for the miles, so we're going to solve that for M. Okay, so we need a minus 5 to both sides. All right, that's going to give us C minus 5 equals 4M, and our 5's will cancel. Okay, and then let me scroll down here a minute. All right, and then we need to divide by 4. Okay, we'll get C minus 5 divided by 4 equals, our 4's will cancel, and we get M. Okay, so we should get M equals C minus 5 divided by 4. That looks like letter A. Okay, So all we did here is we took our equation and we solved for the letter M. All right, and there's one more question up here, number 2. I skipped that one because it doesn't really go with 1, 3, and 4. Well, it kind of does, but it's a little bit different. It says students were asked to write 2 equations that represented the same formula. So we have Darren with 2 equations, Julie with 2 equations, Brenda with 2 equations, and Harold with 2 equations. And we're supposed to pick the student that incorrectly completed the assignment. All right, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and see if you and your group can figure out who incorrectly completed the assignment. Okay, so you should have checked this with your group. Which student did complete the assignment incorrectly? Was it Darren, Julie, Brenda, or Harold? So for the first one here, if we add C to both sides, let's see, if we add C to both sides, we end up getting C plus P, so that's going to be good. It's supposed to be a check. If we multiply by LW, we get H, LW equals V, and then divide by L, we will get V over HW equals L. It's really messy, but that one will work. If we solve for T here, we got to divide by R. And we're going to get D divided by R. That one works. And then Harold, if we multiply by A, we'll get HA equals 2B. Oh, that's really bad. Sorry. And divide by 2. We'll get HA divided by 2. They have 2A divided by H. All right, so Harold is wrong. And so our answer should be C. Okay?